don't really know. I don't really know how to waste so much time. Because I just watch YouTube videos for hours on end. So this screw here is the one with the seized bolt on top of the transformer. So I'm going to hang that over the edge of the table. You guys can't even see that. And I believe if I can get a screwdriver on that part. Yep. There we go. And get this down in here. So I've tried putting a wrench on this with no luck in the past. No, it's just gonna have to be an off-camera thing, I guess. I gotta muscle this thing. Well, we have some success. It's finally free. Oh, here's a hard drive timing sticker. Okay, great. We got some green wire action here. Okay. So one thing I must compliment everyone on is the forum for these old Heathkit computers, the super active community, which is the main reason I wanted to rebuild this particular model. And I went on the forum and they told me about these screws here. Can you even see that in the camera? I can't even see it in real life, but it is quite a feat to see. The screws are so discolored I couldn't see them, plus they were under Lord knows what. But this is how we open up our magic AC box. And there were people in the forum who went out of their way to pull up their systems and show me where the screws were and how this came together. I don't know. I love it. I love it. I've rebuilt lots of these machines, well, lots of old machines, not ones like this. And it's all kind of been by myself, so to have a group that's excited about it as well is super fun. And so there we see we now have this out. And now I'm wondering if I've got to desolder cables, so that's the next challenge. Okay, looking at this a little bit, what I really want to do is I want to disconnect the least number of wires. So, looks like the cord comes in. We got the 3 wires from the cord and the one up to the switch. So I'm going to desolder just these 3 and take these switches out completely. And that way, the switches will feed back through here. And we'll have as much of a wiring harness as we can possibly have. Kind of my philosophy here is, have you ever watched woodworkers on YouTube? They'll take some old table and they'll just beat the snot out of it. I mean, these guys know woodworking inside and out. They're not afraid of anything. I'm always watching them and I'm wondering, how are they going to get that inlay back? How are they going to get that molding in the corner to fit back in even though it's snapped? And they always do it. So I'm going to take that approach here. I'm not going to be afraid. We'll figure it out in the end. Alright, so I've got some soldering here, a wire here, and the ground here, and then we're free. And then all the power supply section is done. Disconnect it from the board. We're looking good. Alright. Like always, shoot some pictures here. You know what's interesting is I was realizing wire colors are going to be a little different after we clean the smoke off of them. Okay, so if we're lucky, I don't need to do much here. Let's just start down here. Oh, I can disconnect that one. What am I thinking? So really, this guy. One thing I do envy about the woodworkers is they all seem to have these big shops or a full garage. Here I've got, what, a third of a desk? I really need to make that better, I suppose. Life has a funny way of doing things to you. That is nicely, wow, well soldered, sir, whoever built this. It's wrapped around. It's wrapped around multiple times. Might be the same issue here. Yep. Okay. We are cutting wires. Didn't expect to get there so soon. Do I have flush cutters? Let me go find them. Foolish me. Not trying to cut things. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We can get out a little bit. So, okay, it's on video, so I can't forget it. We're cutting this guy. We are cutting this guy. And then we're gonna be proper. Actually, unscrew this fella. How's everybody doing out there? Like I said, I really enjoy people doing this. I don't really know why. I mean, I'm literally watching other people work. I don't want to work. I was literally just watching YouTube before I decided I should get off my butt and come down here and work on this. Okay, our first piece free. Yay. Well, I guess that's not true. We've got the back plane over there. Okay. Yeah, I like watching people do it. And I always think, I don't know if I can do that. Well, by gosh, we're all going to find out. We're going to find out together. If this turns out to be an abject failure, well, I got lots of sympathy, I suppose. Okay, I'm trying to get this to go one switch at a time, but they are definitely wanting to be together. Maybe I can put them in a row. Well, gonna have to do the being able to see part. Don't know if you can see, but I can see. At least one of us can see. Oh, success. Okay, so we are free. And again, we are going to cut this wire. So this is green wire. I'm going to cut it at this point. So we have green wire going to the front of the case that grounds the tube. I'm just going to cut it here. Okay, transformer free, yay! In the neon world we call that an iron heart. And I don't think it's any different here in my mind. Okay, we have a power supply section. Regulators, capacitor, and luckily, I don't know if you guys can see this, we have a plug. So we're undoing that plug. So that means we have wiring harness free. We are cruising right along tonight. That leaves us with the video board. Oh, very important. We seem to have some plastic covers that have come off of something. I assume the switches. But hate it when things just appear. Also, this bit of cable appeared. To find out where that goes. I'm hoping that's off the switches as well. Okay. Last time we speculated whether the yoke had the ability to be disconnected. I do believe all yoke wires go to plugs on here, so that is looking good. So again, the pictures. Look at my beautifully clean hands now. We've got just this brown and yellow. Brown and yellow goes here. We've got another plug back here. Two plugs back here. Okay. And oh, okay, good. So I have discharged the tube. Everything's clear. We're going to pull off the gun plug here in one piece. Very nice. It is keyed, so we know which direction to put it back on. We have this plug for the yoke, and we have this plug for the yoke. It's literally two plugs. That's amazing. So we are now free of the tube. Cooking, man. All right. Sorry to bother you there. So, not sure how many connectors we have to the board, but we've got one here. And we've got one here. Oh my, wait, what do we have there? It's an interesting development. I've got a screw on top of the screw. No, is that an adjustment pin? Hold on, we've got some foreign debris in here. Oh, the bottom of this brace is on here. What is that? Oh, we have an adjustment of some kind here. Can you see that? So it's got a square top and a plus on the bottom. Okay. Well, I think we're starting on the I think there's another connector for this board somewhere. Just have to find it. And then here's the connector for the flyback. Let's take the flyback out. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Looks like, oh, we have a free video board with one ground going up to the corner. We're looking good. We're looking good here. Okay. All right. Coming up next, the tube. Here's a grand debate. Do I take out the bottom first? I guess that's where I'm doing, so I guess that's what's happening. The screws for these are a little bigger than the others. I got a 1/4 inch for everything I've used so far. And then this one is 5/16. So pre-metric. All right. Oh, are you serious? Well, I guess that's how it's going to work. I do have the wire, the grounding wire here. And it is soldered to this. Oh, but this is a plug. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. So we can separate these if I have enough strength to do it. There we go. Video board is officially free. So the only things we have left in here, a tube speaker and the keyboard in the front. Alright, this tube. How is this going to work? I'm going to take out the other bottom one and then I think I will anchor this brace here and hope that holds it in on one until I get my hand ready to hold it. We're almost there. Almost there. My hands are a beautiful shade of nightclub again. Those of you who don't know the reference, you can look up White Snake, I guess. Okay. We have this little guy coming all the way around. That is going to take some holding. Tube is glass, but not, you know, fragile kind of glass. This part's really thick. This part's really thick. This part, very sensitive. So, Prince Rupert ain't got nothing on a CRT tube. Oh, okay, so I've got little plastic bushings in all four corners that I didn't know about till now. Now I have looked at the manual on assembly, but the assembly just says things like, hey, put the board in, put the tube in. It doesn't give details about it. Okay. One beautiful CRT tube. I don't know what color this phosphor is. I'm hoping it's green, but we'll find out later. I don't know what the standard color was. Okay, we're looking at one very empty heat kit at this point. What do you think of that? Let's take our first good look at this keyboard. So I'll tell you that the switches look okay. I am missing 3 buttons. I don't think there's a special button, so I don't know. I know there's been lots of people doing things with the keyboard and swapping them out and putting lights in them, so again, we'll get to that as we come. I do think I need to take out 4 screws on the bottom to work on the keyboard, and I think that also causes this frame to come out, so I'm going to use both hands and lift the thing up and do that next. Okay, 3 seconds. How to make your H88 a convertible. Oh, look at there. Oh wow, there's nice muddy brackets in here. Very nice. Okay, so we're looking good. Let me get you all a better view on that. There we go. So, this fella we now have the top off. This was 4 screws through the bottom. Not sure how to clean this one in the water. I guess I got to be careful of the sticker. But honestly, this part doesn't seem like I can tell if there's dirt on it. But I think this part got wiped off for the picture. The more I think about it, the more I believe that this thing was just in the yard the whole time. I don't think there was a shed involved. I think that picture from the original picture of it sitting there with the yard is where it was the whole time. Well, we've got some fun things in here. We've got some, here's a bee. Oh, can you see the bee? Very nice. Very nice. So, we're debugging the system already. Oh, dad joke card is going to be revoked for that. Alright, on to the keyboard removal. Let me just do this live, right? I think, well, there's only There's only 6 screws left in this thing, so it's got to be these, right? And in the diagrams I saw, the keyboard slides forward, so I could have taken this out before the screen bezel, I believe. Of course, a phone call appears. Be right back with you. Okay. Down to the final 2. Alright, according to the diagram, oh, it does it. Comes right out. Alright. Doesn't look too dirty in there. Although that space bar just came way off of the switch. Okay, I think we have successfully disassembled this guy. Got a speaker here. And then now we're back to more washing. Woo! Again with the forums, everybody's so helpful. They've recommended soft scrub on this, which maybe that will get rid of both the smoke and the old nicks on it. So we're gonna just clean this up right now with, well, there's a lot of bees in here. We're going to clean this up right now with just the yellow, the awesome liquid to get the smoke out of it, and then we'll pick up some soft scrub and see if we can get this to a beautiful luster.